estudiantes, welcome back to another lesson. Para esta clase, we're going to focus on las vacaciones pasadas, past vacation. But before we get into that, vamos a repasar. This was our focus in the previous class, so you learned how to find out from someone why it is that they travel by a particular mode of transportation. That question is, ¿por qué viajas en? Followed by the mode of transportation. Por ejemplo, ¿por qué viajas en carro? Why do you travel by car? And para responder, to respond to the question, you simply say, yo viajo en, followed by the mode of transportation, porque es, then you put the adjective. So for example, yo viajo en carro porque es limpio. I travel by car because it's clean. But remember the rules about the adjective. If the mode of transportation has el, the adjective would end with an o. If it has la, the adjective would end with an a. Y para los adjetivos, and for those adjectives which don't end with an a or an o, we leave them as is. Para esta clase, we're going to focus on where you went on your last vacation. To find out from someone where they went on their last vacation, we ask this question. ¿A dónde fuiste las vacaciones pasadas? Otra vez, ¿a dónde fuiste las vacaciones pasadas? Y para responder, to respond to the question, you simply say, yo fui al or a la followed by the place, meaning I went to wherever the place is. So that is yo fui al or a la followed by the place. Now, if the place is feminine, meaning that it has the article la, and you want to state that you went to the place, you would say yo fui a la followed by the place. So as long as the place has la, and you want to say that you went to the place, you use yo fui a la. For example, we have the beach. Beach in Spanish is la playa. If we want to say I went to the beach, we would say yo fui a la playa. Notice we use a la because it is la playa. So as long as it has the article la, you use yo fui a la. How would you do these three? If you wrote yo fui a la fiesta, yo fui a la ciudad, and yo fui a la plaza, then you are correct. On the other hand, if the place is masculine, meaning that it has the article el, and you want to say that you went to the place, you would simply say yo fui al followed by the place. So as long as the place has el in front of it, you would say yo fui al, then you put the place on the line. For example, I have the park, which is el parque. So to say I went to the park, we would say yo fui al parque. Why? Because it has the el in front of it. So as long as it has the article el, you would use yo fui al followed by the place. Try these three for yourselves.
A few moments later.
If you wrote yo fui al museo, yo fui al restaurante, and yo fui al hotel, then you are correct. So now that you know how to talk about yourself, meaning I went to here, I went to there, you are now going to learn how to talk about where other persons went. For example, he went to the museum, or she went to the party, or they went to the hotel. To talk about where other persons went on vacation, we will need our subject pronouns. These are the subject pronouns on the screen. You already know how to say I, which is yo. Then we have you, but this is the friendly you, the one we use with your friends, and this is tú. If you want to say he, that is el, but you might not always see el, you might see the name of a male. There is also ella, meaning she, but you might not always see ella, you might see the name of a female. There is also usted, and this also means you, but this is the polite version. This simply means that we use it for persons who are in authority. Then we have nosotros, meaning we. Then we have ellos and ellas. Both words mean they. However, we use ellos for a group of males only, or if it's a mixture of both girls and boys, and we use ellas for a group of females only. Finally, we have ustedes, which means you all. Now, you already know how to say I went to wherever the place is. That is yo fui al or yo fui a la followed by the place. So now you're going to learn how to say she went to or he went to or we went to. So we have yo fui, tú fuiste, él, ella, usted fue, nosotros fuimos, and finally ellos, ellas, ustedes fueron. So that's I went to, you went to, he or she or the you polite version went to, we went to, and finally they went to. And notice for each of them we still have the al versus the a la. So it doesn't matter who it is that you want to say went to the particular place. Just note that as long as the place has el, you're going to use al. And as long as the place has la, you're going to use a la. So just remember, fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueron.
Yo fui, tú fuiste, ella fue, nosotros fuimos y vosotros fuisteis, ellos fueron.
Now your activity is posted on Google Classroom. That's it for today. Adios.